at the Sun Library. I just spoke to Dayton. What else? What? And I just posted on Facebook. What else? You can give me money in person if I trust you. Digital PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Designs Columbus Sun. Straight to my heart. I need that install art shop. TAYIAFAY. Entire shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/r/dash. I want food from Panorama Environmental. You can decapitate my hobby's citizens. The sense that rape me to steal my money and get in the way when you receive money. It's April 15, 2025. What else? What was the lovely plants? Oh, that was fantastic. But I spent my tax refund money from working on his brother. Tough season. Yeah. Anyways, just a lot of sex addicts in which is middle like January, December 31st. In my family of origin is so gross. Anyways, you can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money and steals my money. Everyone that stays in my homes without my permission. Everyone that steals my vehicles. Everyone that illegally prostitutes themselves pretending to be. What else? They're so disgusting. They're so disgusting and they're so disgusting. Thank you, Facebook. Hopefully I receive money soon. I suffer from amnesia. So, because of my own best friend, and I wouldn't have to network more than my baby daddy that I was living with at the time. When I joined Facebook, I went on to add like everyone from these things in my homes without my permission steals my vehicles as I encountered them. Anyways, that was over a decade ago. The leeches surrounds. They're disturbing. Anyways, I was very sensitive to talk to Jaden earlier. He's like, how did they steal from you? We painted together, and he kept my money. That was meant to date him, and then he fills my homes with leeches that pretend to be me and steal my vehicles in the end when they receive me. Okay, over dinner time, I wasn't like, hey, your carrots, by the way. There's a good little do that piece. And yes, when he still gets separated from you because I've heard some of my relatives go through that, he will still be just as patient as they didn't come on here with me. I did take Jaden Kimani to many playgrounds. I read with them. I spend time painting their nails and always sipping about any trauma or abuse towards me. Unless I bring it up right now because they think King are separated from me. And I don't have money to sustain myself, Jane and King. What else? So I'm just said to Jaden earlier, I'm at the library and I'm just in my apartment. And I'm sending my GoFundMe campaign to people and my PayPal links where people want to give me money. What else? What else? What else? What else? But I would have rather been at the beach with these two than explaining that I'm a victim of theft, domestic violence, genocide, abuse. That I do everything in my power to not talk to people privately so that they don't sexually harass me, dating me, kidnap me. And that he understood. What else? 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 Anyways, once I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people I really polyamorous with. I'm excited about that. When I'm financially stable, if they're still alive, which I won't know because I don't talk to anyone. So a lawyer may come up to me and say, no, he's already dead. The FBI sees everything. Keep at it with the GoFundMe campaign. You're not getting anything back. Or if you sue the FBI, you'll get your property back. Porque he turned my homes into prostíbulos and such. The people say is a 0-year-old to a lot of people. If a 0-year-old could speak, walk, and behave, that's what it would behave like. Full. I don't know where he gets the hate towards me. I truly don't. And I don't go on to find out. Not a stack lunch and cat lunch. Coincidentally. Porque my mother believes in polyamory. He believes in taking people hostage. What else? And was saying that he already had relationships before my birth. So la hipocresía, gente, la hipocresía is an embarrassment to even talk about. It's like they tried to turn one into solamente se bañó y está en la casa pensando en uno de ellos nada más. Well, he's like I've said this before. Ahora 5 en San Antonio. I haven't been anywhere in the past 5 years, I said. Anyway, buscando macho y hembra, but he just doesn't want to run into me at the library while he's doing that. And I don't get it. I ran into him earlier. I was thinking that that's the I'm not one to get attacked ever. He's not my macho ever. I'm confused him with his brother. Anyway, so I'm always respectful like that thing. I was so much concerned that I just get satisfied with just seeing him. Where's my hair? Later. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh God, I'm hungry and I'm ready for food. It's April 15. You can decapitate my homies out of senseless sons that rape me and stealing money and getting the way we were saying. Once I finish, I stay off to travel up on how many people I do before enormous men. I'm excited about that. That I'm truly excited about. No para the 5 lifestyle behind the scenes. Todavía hacemos algo. Ew. Ew. My hair looks really cute today. What else? Based on how I'm starving of dollars, I imagine that's what they do behind the scenes. Any man that I found attractive, just for entertainment, because they have no interest in ever being with me, is why they steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'll pull it up from my phone. Water. Missing mornings. I sound just busy seeking the that I don't take for people that steal from me. I said, is there any update? Without the police, I'm not wondering because I don't want to find out. So he may have heard through the I've heard he was maybe in 2020, I imagine, 2021, that they keep up with like they used to. This question, at least. What else? 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 I don't know, maybe that's why he got to drop flipping like the boots. What else? What else? What else? I'm so bored. I'm so bored. This thing won't open. I'm gonna visit the zoo by myself. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I miss Jaden and I miss Kate, Johnny. Bored. Anyways, what are their names again? I don't care. What else? Ugh. I need money for food. I don't have money. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money. Everyone that steals my money. Everyone that steals my vehicles. Everyone that steals my money. Everyone that stays in my home without my permission. It's April 15, 2025. So as of today, my very God hasn't been a day. for me to be doing this and him going to jail. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Porque Edgar said 5 years ago that if I can't provide for Jaden Kanoni, he will provide for Jaden Kanoni. However, I need to go on to seek the death penalty for those that abuse me and steal from me. I'm a true believer of dollars first. Not these people. Not this people. These leeches, right? They're so gross. Pentagon put on was on I'm gonna say no. He stole my money to date him decades ago. He terrorized my parents to starve me and gets in the way of me receiving money. I don't know for what, but he has no place in my life ever. You can decapitate me how many sons are raping you, steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. I didn't sign up for a sack lunch life. Esto tipo es una falta de respeto, una basura. Ew, behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. That is so embarrassing if you're like actual spouses. This is what he does in his free time, and this is what he does in his free time. They're disgusting. They are disgusting. This is what he does in his free time. Ew, 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 ew. El tipo un porco. Once I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, I sent my GoFundMe campaign to people through Messenger over on Instagram. Work a girls' night and provide for 2 kids. What else? What else? What is the room? And then there's line. It's pretty. That one piece in like the shorts. There's nothing so anything. What is the room? What else? What else? What else? Is it? Is it? I'm not really. What else is terrible for some? What else is this? So good. Bacon on mine. What else? And Lord, what is this? Wild. There's one person that was being chosen. And what is this? That's right. What's going to Tina? Everything. What else? What else? So this turned into Jaden saying to Jay, well, tell me more about this speech. I'm like, there's more like 3. Ugh, so uncomfortable. That's what I thought. Unflavored gelatin. I would totally try this. What else? 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 De maíz. What else? What else? What else? What else? I miss my air fryer. Miss my air fryer. For real. I missed my air fryer. What is it? My FJ Cruiser. I have nothing to say to him ever. Él es una falta de respeto hacia mí. He just leeches onto my influence. And then he gets the gifts. Oh, es un puerco. Un puerco. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. That's why they fake me married to one. I'm like, why didn't you agree to be with me then? El tipo no es una, el tipo es una basura. He was right at the Cheesecake Factory today is gifting me money. Oh, my email address there this time. At gmail.com. What? You can send me gift cards. Send it up people soon. What else? 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 Anyways, no, no me escribe ya, luego de que montó mi madre, ¿no? Posiblemente, posiblemente son tan brutos, son tan brutos. Son unos puercos, una basura, una asquerosidad. Son asco, gente, son asco. Sorry, I'm not sorry for calling them out loud, but and I have no friends or family anymore other than JP and Lonnie. So that's what people call him. You know what? Takes away all my gifts. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I need money for food. Please stop. And I'm not sorry that I don't put you on your name. Why not? You can decapitate everyone that stays in my home. My permission my vehicles. I guess in the way we're saving. It's April 15th. You can decapitate any survival. Not even no good competition. You can decapitate more than survival. You can decapitate you Lorenzo survival. Oh, it could have been towards my loss. The loss of my video. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. And I missed data. I missed K9. What was I? Anyways, gente. Esto es todo un evento. Esto es todo un evento. Esto es todo un evento. No, yo no me había olvidado de él. Lo que pasa es que el tipo son unas basuras, una asquerosidad, unos biches asquerosos. You can decapitate the sons that right in this you get whatever. One last publicly for 5 years. Then they give way to him, so he rapes me. Ew. Mientras behind the scenes, they're like, tica, 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 como el güiro, una gente tan vergonzosa. It's so embarrassing. I've been ew, ew, ew. Behind the scenes is tan You can like have the names of great music. I was right. This is a I want to take myself to HEB today and shop for food and cook for myself. Oh, this didn't record. I'm tired. It's so weird. I'm bored. I'm tired. The FBI disposed NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Army, the U.S. Marines, the Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States. Maybe to the police. Well, they all want to have an opinion on where I should live. They're that delusional. Are they on drugs? Yeah, 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 yeah. Done más que gente suyos, los manos practican privately. Even this one asked it for my money virus name again. I don't want him to talk to me ever. So I just ignore him. Just like I've been ignoring him my whole life. He should be the one doing the right thing and ignoring me. Está ainda dá un lance, una basura de poquita cosa. Y te puede caer y se prostituyen ilegalmente, le roban dinero a una, se queda en mi casa sin permiso. He stays in my homes and he doesn't even have access to be staying in. He's not even in the title of the home. Ew, 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 ew. Tan puerca me quiero estar. What else? What else? What? I want money. And the main time, I'm like, will I even get approved? Like on this school day, I just don't have my money. I saw this earlier. I'm like, is there soon that I will want to visit one day? What else goes? I charged my phone in the bus earlier. What else goes? To the police al evento de que I'm indifferent after seeing him. Mientras in the meantime, el FBI dices que 10 liches no se callan la boca todo el fucking día por más de 20 años. Alín, 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 deja que Alín lo vea. 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 Un asco, es una basura, una asquerosidad. You're trying to lure me in to try to rape me behind the scenes or sexually harass me. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Ew. 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. I like crackers. Anyways, so now that I exposed who killed my mother, there's nothing for him to say. Hopefully. Hopefully. Porque si no estaría todavía ahí dando lata. De que qué bueno que se te pidió tu mamá. Miss Imani. I took this picture. But I like the mix of materials. What else? I have a city down there, and he lives in it. Yo no he visitado. For real, for real. Yo no sé qué carajo es eso por podrido por dentro. Podrido por dentro. What else? What else? Se dice no. No thank you. I want to take my car. I want to stay here. Listen. Not go on to being with me and steal money. Then laugh at me that I have a commitment with their dick every day. And because I also feel that they went on to hire people or get people to agree to pretend to be and stay in my home to call my professionals to my vehicles. I can't get to my home and get my money. I can't even have such a terrorist with me to have a conversation with them. What else? What else? What else? What else? Is carrying stuff in the caption box. Yeah, because the computer having sinus systems. The right yes, everything. And shops in there. If you go on Kirosidan and because I refused to do that, it was only to steal my money. Era un cuerpo, una basura, una asquerosidad. Que me roba mi dinero still trying to hurt me? No. Ew, 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 ew. Oh my god, practice self-control. He doesn't have to keep himself undesirable by introducing this to me. They're disgusting. They're disgusting for real. For real. That one was cool. That one was going this. That one was cool. So, yeah. They want me to talk about them because they want to rape me. So they get excited and talk about them. I'm taking this to them. Yeah. Dragons are wrong. They're disgusting. Anyway, I'm not football. Stealing my money so I don't ever run into him. Their dad possibly orchestrated him. That's why I don't talk to him. So I'm like, you may not even be in a good mood to give me my money. It interrupted his beautiful life that he has to remember he steals from me. Decades ago. Se lo dijo a the majority of these people. You steal from Arlene so that she doesn't see him. Y si ella y él se quisieran ver, se pueden ver. They think they're in charge of his dick, of me. Ew. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. These leeches are so gross. These leeches are so gross. Son una basura. Son una basura. Una asquerosidad. I miss you, I miss family. So what is it that they have to say que lo había hecho perder todo este tiempo? Oye, ella lo amenaza. Lo va a matar. Y tú no te deberías hablarle a ella, le debes de llevar papá por teléfono, ¿verdad? No, nunca. Oye, me ganaron my period. So much action alone. De uno tener que estar con una basura. Que lo que traen es este tipo de mierda de conversación. Pero de un asco, de un asco. Ew, 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 ew. You can decompensate the release of the systems. Never reduce every money in the local university. They're disgusting. Very disgusting. I said to Jaden today, you're done. I have immunity because one of them is so privileged. Ask your dad to not give me money up here so I can eat with me. And I said, with the situation that this is, he would be raping me to go out and like getting sex from me to seeking the that for him. And no puedes dejar a alguien darle dinero para que no se vaya a their prison. Some kids later they may say like Freddy Krueger night during that. Stick out of your hands. You're so good at that age. Matando ahí mismo ya. Not that I don't have a weapon, but I know I can go where the Lord says. I know how to do that. I don't like him around me. I don't know if that's funny. He said being unromantic and look at it in a month. Porque with this crew, with this crew, you never know, like if he's actually depressed o es que ya lo deprimen. Ya lo deprimen para que yo lo mate. And then behind the scenes, they'll have a text que diga, hoy le iba a pedir perdón, Arlene, like not even like give me back my money or whatever. And then like el día que él le vaya a pedir perdón, Arlene, nosotras nos vamos a asegurar de tu cara, Arlene, para que Arlene no se como que Arlene le va a pedir perdón. They speak on the roaches. Where's the roaches? They're disgusting. They're disgusting. I don't even want that near me. What else? What else? I am. I just did one. No, make a baby. That's that's what I want. Oh, but not a game, man. For real. Oh, I'm not ashamed of it. Okay, girl was supposed to be my living boyfriend, and the leeches stole my property. Also, they go on, yeah, they try to get me to kill myself by saying after you had a lavender marriage with a girl, what is their problem? Like they have literally like a church stuck in their ass. Okay, I'm not the problem. I know I'm not the problem. Pero como si esta gente literalmente, all of them, had a church stuck in their ass. For real, how disgusting they are. investing. They think they're poetic, they're so dumb. They think behind the scenes if one talks to them that they're poetic. What else? What? I want to receive money today. What else? What more? And start living on purpose just for them not to be in action. He is not complicated. Way when take a tournament. Remember me, I was a connection in the box, and he will give me what else? Or, ano ko ito nila Gamit na gamon. Mo ka lang. Kung makikot ko, anong binakot ko ho. Okay. Ew. Nakakis ko kami naman. Welcome lang. What else? What else? I'm born. I'm born. And do I have money? When do I get money? Um, 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 domestic violence, abuse, genocide, sexual harassment, sexual assault, rape. Did I already say genocide? I'm only one of the few people in my family who is really smart. Even sex addict is the rapist, murderer, thief is this the You stole my money today and that is wrong. And let me love my mother providing for me, trying to make me. And then introduce me to mutual yourself. And you can feel that's the very next thing holds up on the permission list of movie causing another season. They're worse than hillbillies and dead. They're worse than hillbillies. They're so gross. They're disgusting. I haven't changed a bit from my childhood. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. Just bored. Yeah, they're doing one of them. So it's supposed to be que si mi mamá la toca, eso se le va a pegar y va a ser un poco de mess. Son disgusting. Son disgusting. Oh, nice. Embarrassing. Yeah. Company and like I like being my own best friend. What station I can share this with? News station in Alaska. KTU. Yeah. Guitar. Alaska's with stars morning edition. No. This one got what else? 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 This isn't not the whole spiel. These people are disgusting. They think that I'm gonna go on to find out details of what they said about me. I don't have any interest, including my children's father. He's that guilty of starving me and stealing from me, taking care of me, and causing damage to taking care of myself. I can live without him. What else? What else? What else? What else? These leeches behind the scenes want to push por una reconciliación, trying to get in the way of my reproductive rights. They get jealous that one finds someone to date and they're just babies that got out of diapers and whiny. Life is so hard. Ew, they make it difficult for themselves by stealing from one and getting in the way of people's happiness. They're disgusting. They are disgusting. So gross. So gross. Ew, ew, ew. ¿Qué basura? Ew, 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 ew. Tan un asco. Ew, ew, qué asco. Lindo tan puerca. Ew. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I'm feeling out. I'm going to film. I'm listening. I'm doing the beach. This is a picture I took today. What else? 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 Beautiful. Ahora basura de gente que deja vender más. Beautiful. And Lord, where is this? I want to know if I start doing burns if I saw or not for what else? What else? What else? There's that. Indico time for the going piercing. It's like they got out of diapers and that's it. Ew. Oh. Isso, eu, I'm good. Get into Calvin and Baker. That I want to see again. And took me last in 2020. Through Messenger and Facebook trying to get me to marry him. Ew, or live with him. And people who put I'm sorry, I don't money dating people are about to be separated from me. They think the starvation makes one wanting to live with a guy that is kidnapped. Son brutos. Cerebro de mi mente. Es lo que tienen. Ew, very disturbing, very dangerous, very gross. Ew, I don't ever want that near me. El tipo es un puerco, una basura. It's nothing for me. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored and starving. I'm trying to be profile customer. What else? No, un profiláctico de Osama. Oh, that's one that behaves like todos los insultos que le dio a su padre o a su madre. Yeah. I said to Jaden earlier, these leeches are so dumb. It's like they're trying to pick the hospital where they were born in. For real. Dado asco. Dado asco. Ew, ew, ew. Ew, 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 ew. It's like they're trying to pick the hospital that they were born in. Very dumb people. Very dumb. Very low level intelligence. Yeah, most standards of life around. Yeah. Well, see, they could fall on dirt to get to each other. They would because yeah. So that possibly says don't give her money because if it's trabajo de override. y le devolvió las enseñanzas para que la mate en el apartamento. Mientras él está puteando, I could have been at a cruise today by myself, but Virginia get on it. What else? What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, my husband loves some of my money. How to get this? What is it? I'm starving. Disgusting so bad. Mm. Mm. I didn't want me to stop and in my life. There comes the distant relative. Not the distant relative. So your mother doesn't want you to suffer ever? Then I'm in charge of that. Yo no sé cuál es el problema que él tiene. Ew. Quiere estar chupando dedo y literalmente gateando lo de Gataichi. Es parece. Y upset que su mamá ya no lo puede amamantar. That's what it sounds like. That's what else. And I don't let the looks deceive me. I don't let the looks deceive me. What else? Did it post? Ya él puede dejar la cabeza. Y yo por ahí. Esa gente son unos puercos. Literally is making. Ew, 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 pero una basura. Una asquerosidad. What else? Ew, ew, ew. My parents will play traffic them into the city from days. Afterwards, I don't party and I asked my dad. And there's outside with the dinner. Including this so for days, weeks later, at the suggestion of some people, they were back in Puerto Rico. I'm like, like I was gonna send them a picture, maybe, or a letter, like, hey, how are you? Literally, some news. So they are miserable. In Puerto Rico, one of them tried to kill me. El otro me dijo, no, de cruzar no te van a nunca. Hago eso. No, asco. Yeah. I'm bored. You can decapitate me on my sons. The rape makes the only money and get away embarrassing. I could be on vacation. I want to sign up for a yacht trip for myself. Do you believe? So, anyways, it's a dick that's so overexposed on everyone. What else are those supposed? Yes, I will put myself in so much better to do. Hope I knew I would just arrive with self-care. But ideally, I'd like to pre-tan before arriving. Issues occurred in costs. already. That's where he takes them. You see that picture, and right now today they're like, if you want me to have sex with you again, they're terrorists. They take each other hostage. They're illegal prostitutes. They're so gross. And they see a picture or image that I share or a video, and then they go even him to some of them porque él se prostituye ilegalmente haciéndose pasar por mí. You have to take me to that place that she showed the picture of. Así hacen. Son una basura, una asquerosidad. That's not worth dating to me. Congratulations if that's your husband knows how to behave. Or your fuck buddy. To me, it's not even relative materialistic at that penalty. Or everyone who steals my money gets in play for receiving money. Everyone that steals my vehicles, they're so gross. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Literally, that is his nickname in Nova, Puerto Rico. With how grossly he treats himself. Starts with himself. I want money for food. Okay, so. I'm currently listening to the little reading. I want food. I'm tired of the sack lunch life already. And not having electricity in my apartment. They study the patterns of people. So it could have been a coincidence that he was there. What was a coincidence is that I was there. But don't usually here lately. What else? What else? Just restore legacy for me to be around. What else? Until he may seek opportunity. I'm well aware of that. I panicked earlier. I'm like, wait, where did he go? But I would have reacted had he been not near my body. Like it's not dangerous. Twitter flip noise on. I hope they all die today. Those people stealing money so I can't run into my second cousin. It matters more to them than to me. They're disgusting, but they're obsessed. Still full. Eh, yeah, these kind of always fake profiles. Purpose. For what purpose? Yeah. And when Nobita's and Nobita's he may be seeking help. There's got millions of people waiting. What else? What else? Try to pass them out of diarrhea onto me. So then my dad goes on the and that for me is self-preservation. Because that has happened before. I was on social media too. Then it was the reason why my Facebook account literally looks all jacked up. And I wanted to post pictures of myself right away porque it doesn't bother him. It was just a living. What else? 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 And the reason why one who's not doing this, porque one doesn't want to be giving the impression that those women come to him. No la leche que se lo mama que llora. Or lo amenaza de que she won't do it again if he's looking at my pictures. Those people I don't give a shit about. But I don't want them because they're very impressionable with some people in global. To think that I was posting that when it wasn't. So that's why one is like, for real, lower that boy as if he was pizza. Like, please don't remind me of the last time there was video. And that was like 2 years ago. What? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They're with who they want to be with, and it ain't me. For real. For real. He is with who he wants to be with, and it isn't me. They're beautiful aesthetically. They're beautiful. What else? What else? What else? What else? ¿Qué quiere? Por si tengo que Por si tengo que llegar a eso. It's concerning. Some of like actually Sally doesn't want to say that she has nothing in her closet right now. What? I don't think. What else? Anyways, I'm gonna go on. Or real. Gonna go on. I think both the times that I was just there selling my artwork. I don't bring him up ever. For real, people hate him. He goes on to find out everything that I would have quite literally in his face, but I won't even fuck him anyways. And he's beautiful. Decades ago. Decades ago, he raped me in my parents' home. Steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money. And I'm like, dude, I want to have sex with my mom and leave me alone. Meaning, like, some people are mistaken that he thinks that when I'm not experiencing with money, they will marry him. That's not the case either. People prey on to them. They're like, oh, I'll be that woman. I need to live. I gotta put me first. This is a woman who white family. I'm not being culture girls. Right. I'm gonna take it again. Wait. I'm in the house. So I'm here and I was there. I was suffering still. It was still alive. Oh, yeah, saludos, amigos de Puerto Rico. Dominica, Japan. Yeah, all my money to travel with Lana. He, he takes beaches all around. There's streets. It's like seeing all pictures moving to the entrance. I imagine. It's so disturbing. So gross. Ew. It's disgusting. Ew. That was basura. I look at these lists and I'm like, I've been at some places, but it's just disturbing. Like, I have a problem. Did I move on for myself? You go in the way now I ended up on World Day at the library while he was there. So that's not my own life. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, there's people purposely stealing my money because they're like, no, our first world art day. Those can be about him. What would have happened now? We started. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Una basura de gente, una quetzina. Que se forman posiblemente entre ellos y ellas mismas también. Eo. Un asco de gente. Son un asco de gente. I don't ever want these people near me. I don't ever want these people near me. What else? Where's my list? What else? Okay. Sharing this. Share this. What is pre-pandemic? I'm sleeping. I gotta shop at Gal tomorrow. I'm shopping at Nordstrom tomorrow. You you can decapitate animals and stuff. The sun's never eating doing even whatever. When I'm financially stable, I'm just gonna get and my homes and my vehicles and my planes and my in the meantime, I guess I miss really great. When I do my makeup and I take that picture of it says the one looks bitchy it's like just pretend you're seeing the photos for people saying goodbye. It's super like I don't know anyone that can see that. So my free ones get good. For editing in pictures for for I'm I just oh I need food and I'm gonna flip side. Oh I gotta purchase to buy coins. Possibly 125 cents. Anyways, that's possibly the last time that I'll see him. It happens. I'm not seeing him in decades. Already. In decades. I never think about him. Never. That leech that's trying to get me to marry the wrong people. Never. Ew, he's extremely dangerous. He's very pretty, but he's extremely dangerous. What else? Oh, and to say that, does he cry that he went on to create that bad guy? Reputation for himself so no one messes up with him. And people are like, if one wants to mess up with that, it's so easy. He messes up with himself every day by self-deprecating alone. Yeah, I said it all. I'm just so thoughtless after he started. Yes, I couldn't take. I could literally also give you one of the that age, and they see nothing wrong with that. And I don't want to do it. What else? This isn't a college thing, girl thing. That's why they try to force one to go to school. As a single mother whose kids are separated from one, and the kids are with their dad. But I just go to college, and then when you do have money for plans, but I go as a college student then. Que se le ganó bien con mi dinero cuando se graduó de la universidad. Ujú. Oh, que dices, no. Mañana reímos de ello entero for real. Since 2020, I didn't want to see this. This is so close towards me. Ew. It's like, in this family, we kill. Ew. They're disgusting. Fundamental de una verga me lo va y sacamos a Bargelín. It's constantly how they speak. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Trying to rape me. Ew. Just go to college. This happens to college. Let's see them. Something I love them. And another one. And she killed my mother. Ew, que tengo tan corta. No voy a ir al baño tranquilo. No sé. Ew. Solamente tan corta. Ew. That steals from me dating people. I mean, ew. There's a lot of people in my life that have been really with these people. It's not the best for me. What else? What an update. Update would have been que yo estoy en una playa having fun and with everything. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. Birthdays come up soon. What else? Anyways, you can make appetite how many sodas and cents. That makes me steal my money, get in the way of your saving money. You can make appetite. Whatever his name is. I will be a cook. I some chocolate. Near, what is River North? I think it's a coffee shop earlier. Is it this place? It's this one, most known. It's this yellow little fucking right. Real. Or get a preference for TripAdvisor. I'm really stressed every time that I think of my job. And I'm not crying, but because I imagine it to not good reviews. I want to read your like. Your review. What else? Some money is. This is good for anyone that likes it. Well, whatever looks to a lot of people, it's not like if you're not living in that area, then you can just go on to see what is there nearby. Better looking at the reviews on already this. That doesn't mean that there aren't good people there. Some might like you, but then I just look like a change to some. What else? What else? What else? Yeah. It makes me want to kill him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Stealing my money and getting you're stealing money. What a pedestrian. Quite actually, what a pedestrian. Ew, ew, ew. When does the leech type that he invites into my life without my permission? For people who would when I was student. Una asquerosidad. Traffic me into poverty, trying to rape me. That was just a coincidence. I needed to charge my phone, and I was on a bus that led to number 9 after he missed some project or Lucas Shrine, which probably has my money, or he lost it all. 68 that turns into 20. That stopped where? Near Broadway. Just downtown. Review that one of those outlets outside. May wish I tried some before I didn't. The other day I asked a security guard outside if you're married because I arrived on a Monday or Tuesday and it wasn't 12 yet when they opened. I said, is there a place where I can charge my phone? He said, you may want to try outside. So I did just. What else? I don't need to sleep outside roughing it. I roughed it at the airport waiting for me to receive my money last year. If you see him and you have immunity to do so, I don't like him. Yeah, everyone is faking to be yes, disgusting.